What is up, my nerd family, and welcome back to another episode of Games Master Podcast. We're talking about all things board games, video games, and pop culture. If you guys have not guessed from the video, or if you're just listening in, we have the guys from Operation Game Night back here again on the podcast. Guys, we have Travis, Clay, and Jared. How are you guys doing today? Yes. Oh my goodness.
All good.
Oh, there's Jared's.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Oh, I'm glad to have you guys back, man. Last time you guys were on, I had such a blast. Literally, I was telling my wife, I was like, literally that whole episode, I was like grinning cheek to cheek, man. 'Cause I was having such a blast with you guys. It was fun. I'm like, gotta have you guys back on, but you know, scheduling, and you guys are obviously popping off on Operation Game Night. You guys are taking off. You're taking flight. You're leaving me in the dust. Wait, you know, come back.
My
you know,
God.
you guys are doing
only.
amazing work. Anyone that, no, you guys are. You guys, you got stickers. You got, you know, you had some big guests on there. Anyone that's listening that's not followed Operation Game Night, first of all, shame on you. Shame on you for not following Operation Game Night. So go give them a follow. They're awesome. They produce amazing content if you're into the board game genre life. But I'm very excited to have you guys back on here. We're going to be doing kind of a different little episode here. We're going to be doing a this or that board game edition components. I've developed a couple questions here that I'm very excited to ask you guys. That, you know, we're going to take off, maybe get into some heated debates. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be raw. It's going to be unprofessional, but it's going to be real. It's going to be super real, and I love it. So I'm very excited to have you guys on here. So with all that being said, guys, pull up a chair, grab a dice, y acompáñame a jugar. I don't think you're ready. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm born ready.
Are you guys ready? Jared's like, I don't even know why I'm here. What's going on?
Yeah, this is the first Jared's hearing of this.
Yeah, I actually read the WhatsApp message about 20 minutes ago. I'm like, hey, babe, I have a podcast in 15 minutes. I got to go.
All right. I got to get going. Oh, she's like, what are you talking about? I have no idea, but you know, we'll figure it out.
These guys, they keep me in check.
No, I love it. That's even perfect. I'm glad you don't know, Jared, because we're going to get some real answers from you here. You know, Travis and Clay probably prepared and have like the professional answers. Jared's going to be like, look, y'all wrong.
Not at all.
You're like, I forgot the questions too. No worries. For those of you guys that are listening for the first time or watching for the first time, first of all, thank you so much for watching and listening. We love to hear you guys' comments of any of these questions. If you guys are on one of these sides of these teams of these questions that we ask, we'd love to see it in the comments below. But we've had Travis, Jared, and Clay on our podcast before. We got to know them a little bit. We got to hear their icebreaker questions of their favorite board games and video games. So if you guys want to check out that episode, go ahead and go give that episode a gander so you can hear a little bit more about their origin stories, about how you know, they became a podcast and how the wonderful work they've been doing. And then also check out to see if Castle Burnley is a top shelf for a yard sale game, you know, that we did right there. You know, yeah. Clay's you know, grinning a little. He's like, okay, you know. Go ahead and check out that episode. Go find out who Operation Game Night are and how they got started. They're awesome guys. I mean, I said every time I get to talk to them, it's such a joy, especially on Instagram, seeing your guys' shorts and your posts. It's awesome. I love seeing you guys keep me up to date, and you guys introduced me to a lot of board games, so it's really awesome. But today, I'm very excited to do a little this or that kind of thing, game thing. We're going to be messing around here, just asking these questions. I do 5 questions. I wanted more, but I think 5 is enough to start a debate here or start some heated. Unless we all agree on everything, then we're just like, okay, we're kind of boring then, I guess.
In and out, 20 minutes. Here we go.
Yeah, in and out. Shortest episode ever. There we go. We're good. We're good here. But before we get started, I want to get like maybe an update on you guys. How you guys been? What you guys been up to? Podcast wise, maybe even life wise. You know, Jared. You know what I'm talking about. No,
No, don't.
No, but if you guys want to talk about gaming wise, what have you guys been up to? Any new games you guys want to endorse or like rave about that you guys have been talking about? Or you know, anything. Like I said, let's catch up. How is Operation Game Night doing? Go ahead, take it away, guys. Whatever you guys want to share now.
All right, so we just published our 33rd episode of Operation Game Night.
Yeah, let's go.
We post weekly on Thursdays. Soon to change around June timeframe, June, July. And what we're going to do is we're going to potentially break up our sections. We have one big, long, like 115-minute episode right now. And what we potentially will do is break up our debriefs, where we talk about the games that we played that week. We're going to break up our mission objective, which is like our special topics, and then potentially do these grab bag episodes where we talk about what we've been doing outside of board gaming. So lots of cool guests coming up, lots of cool episodes coming up. We've been playing tons of cool games. we are all loving Rebirth right now. Clay's been loving SETI. He played that a couple weeks ago. Jared's been loving Terraforming Mars. We hit it hard every week on Board Game Arena. So,
Nice.
I'll let these guys give their pitch. But, we're going strong. We got good listeners. We got great engagement. And we just hope that people will engage with our stuff, listen, and if they like it, go ahead and share it with their friends and hopefully grow the audience a little bit so that we can get more people to like touch base with and talk to and exchange our love with love of board games
Board
with.
games. Nope.
Yeah, you got there.
Yeah, there you go.
Travis, you said grab bag. I am actually, I mean, we call it over the fence, but I'm loving this grab bag idea. We've always been a huge fan of bags on Operation Game Night. Since the beginning, a velvety soft bag that we can shove our hands into, wiggle our little hands around, pull something out.
And speaking of bags.
And
oh my God.
No. I will say though, Vic, the last time we talked, I think Travis had like a full-on beard maybe.
Yes,
I'm not
he
even
did.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
he didn't even look like he was in the military.
No.
Now look at him. He's a gold medalist now. Did you know that?
Oh my God.
You went gold?
Yes, he went gold. So since we talked, I have to calm myself down because my daughter is taking a nap. I feel the eyes upon me. She's probably outside. But since we talked to you last, Travis is a gold medalist. Clay is a Hall of Famer. And I have a botched vasectomy. Those are the highlights.
That's out of the bag.
There it is.
Those are the highlights of Operation Game Night. So,
I'm like, is he gonna segue into it? Let's go. Is he gonna segue into it? He did.
It's only been 8 minutes and 20 seconds according to this recording clock here.
Yep. He pulled it off. He pulled it off. There it is. Literally.
I have
physically
nothing to
and literally.
Just end the podcast now.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. It's cool. With Jared's little statement there at the end, and like, all right, cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We'll see you guys next pod. For sure. Yeah, a lot of new changes. I mean, the beard is gone for Travis for sure. You know, he had to go back. You know, look at that handsome man now. You know, looking ready to talk some board games here. SETI, Clay, man, dude, I'm iffy about that game. I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm iffy too. So
I'm very because. I'll say this: the hot take. Yeah. I think it's overhyped. I think the game is way too overhyped.
I can see where you'd be coming from. The theme did a lot for me. It carried a lot of the weight because I'm a space guy. You know, I'm a Space Force guardian, I'm leaving the Space Force, but I was. So space has always been cool to me. Yeah, and without the theme, I think that game would be forgettable. But I just really like the process of finding that evidence for the aliens, flipping them over, getting your little rovers out on the moons and the planets. It just felt good and clicked for me in a way that a lot of heavy games don't. So it got a bump for me. It's still like heavy games are never going to be ones that are like 10 out of 10s for me. But this is a heavier game that I would want to play again. So
I agree.
That's a lot.
Yeah. For me, it's a game. When I first started, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Here's my gripe though: the aliens. I think
he hates aliens.
I think they could have been better. Because for instance, like I'm big into immersion. I think with Forsaken Realms, they have immersion down. You know, you have what are some of the games?
You talked about Nemesis.
Is it Forsaken or is it Awaken Realms?
Awaken
Realms. Why I keep saying Awaken Realms. They have immersion down for me personally. Nemesis, Lords of Ragnarok. The Castle of Burgundy. Gives you some immersions here. So I'm used to that kind of immersion. So then now we have SETI. Debatable on our debatable, a little bit.
Don't bring up scars.
Exactly. Check out the last episode that we did. So when it came to SETI though, like flipping over the aliens, I was expecting, I guess, maybe a miniature or something, not like a picture, maybe, because like I think and Clay, you might know this, but like one of the aliens is like that. The picture's like of a satellite that's green. It's like that green satellite,
Yeah.
So I was like. all right, cool. What is this? And my friend was like, oh, it's this, though, and this. I'm like, oh, so we discovered like the color green, or what do we discover? It's like a satellite that's green. Okay, that's an alien.
That's actually a really fair point. They don't actually have aliens on the cards. It's more like the aura of an alien species. It's a little.
Yeah, it was a big. It was a bit of a letdown there. That's my gripe. Yeah. But the gameplay mechanics, I think, is great. You know, the way the orbit is shifting and your satellites and your probes, I think is awesome. It's cool. And then it's got some SpaceX reference on there. So I'm like, oh, I can't escape my old work. Right? It's cool. Whatever.
Would I be sad if they put alien minis into SETI? No, I wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't. It would bump it up for me for sure. I'd be like, I like this game now. I like this game. But
add a little bit of a combat mechanic in there somehow. I don't know.
Make it ET themed. You know.
There you go.
Oh, you discover ET? Oh,
yeah. Go find the guy. His little neck comes out like
phone.
Elliot.
Exactly. And you got to get on your bikes and get them back home.
Perfect.
No, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's my gripe is on SETI is I don't know, it's I don't know. I like it. I'm not gonna clamor and like hype it up like everyone else has been.
Yeah.
You know? I'll enjoy it. If you pull it out and want to play, okay, I'll play with you for sure. But it's not like, guys, we gotta play SETI like tomorrow. We gotta play SETI tomorrow. Like we gotta I'm sure be like I
would never play it at 4 players again. I mean, it took forever.
Yeah, it does take forever for sure. It is forever. But
I'm not into forever games.
No,
especially Euro games.
Yeah, they're big one, and that's one of the questions that we'll get into for sure. So,
shoot,
Clay, I'm sorry I stepped on your toes and I said like Clay's been loving SETI, and then you're like, no, I don't like that game. It's not for me. Oh, it's so long. Like I feel like I like set you up for failure there. Is there a game that you would like to shout out because I stepped on your toes?
One, don't want to dwell on too long. I like SETI. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting to play it because I have nobody that's interested in playing that hard of a game for that long. Yeah. So I really can't keep engaging with it. But the 2 times I played it, there was a lot of satisfying things that made me invigorated about a Euro game, which I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
So I do like SETI. It does have a lot of things that keep it from getting played and keep me from like really loving it. But it's a game I'm happy to have. I'll probably never get rid of it because I like the theme, and I think there's a lot of cool interactions happening in it. So that's my take on SETI. Okay. Vic's, all his gripes are valid. I can't argue with any of them.
Yeah, right. They're my gripes. Everyone else is different. But
I was actually going to shout out Rebirth as well as a game that the entire Operation Game Night podcast has been loving from Reiner Knizia. In fact, we're going over to the Spanglers later today, and Mary was like, "Can you bring Rebirth?" And I was like,
"Wow,
you bet." So great, simple, quick game to play, teach.
Never heard of Rebirth.
Can't go wrong.
Guys. Never heard of this game.
Take a note down. It's great.
Rebirth. I'm gonna write that. Actually, I'm gonna write that right now. Rebirth. You already gave me 2 board games already that I have not.
He's got props. There you go.
So he's got it up. He's got it up. It looks beautiful. Is it the theme is kind of like steampunky? The world is ended.
Yeah,
but we're trying to rebirth. We're
rebirthing the world.
Yes,
interesting.
So you're focusing on your energy and regrowing plant life.
Okay,
super simple though. Don't even
specifically in Ireland and Scotland. And that's it.
Oh, really?
The rest of the world's toast.
Yeah. Forget those guys.
Destroyed. Yeah.
Don't get too invested in the theme though.
Yeah. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
This might not make your top shelf.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Ooh, interesting.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, Arnak is on the top shelf. Did you guys see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, with Carly.
I think they fudged the numbers on that one.
Oh, get out of town.
That was Carly, right? That was Carly from
Board Game Buzz. Yeah,
she made me fall in love with Arnak all over again. I didn't even think I could, and I'm a big fan of Arnak. So
shout out to Carly. Thank you for coming on that pod. She was awesome. She's great. She's amazing. And she talked up. She sold Arnak. I was like, bro, like, yeah, you're right, Jared. I was like, as we were talking, I'm like, man, I need to get me a copy of Arnak because this is a great game.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun. And I've been playing more in BGA, by the way. So we got to play it again. And this time I'll be on it. I'll be on it, Jared. Don't worry.
Vic, why don't you send me and Carly a 3-way of us, and we'll play We'll play
Let's go.
Arnak together.
I'll do it. I'll send it. Yep, I'll send it for sure.
You
Jared
might have.
will
You could be
smack both
the.
of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. She sounds legit. She knows her stuff.
Yeah, she's pretty good. I'll send her an invite with you guys, and we'll see.
Please
Don't add me. Don't add me. I can't get involved in anymore.
I got time for that. I got time for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I play the little games on there. I'll play Can't Stop. I'm not getting
There you go. Hey Clay, send me an invite on Can't Stop, and we'll play Can't Stop.
Yeah, while they play Lost Ruins of Arnak.
There you go. I was actually thinking now that you think about I'm like for like future episodes, like I think we should do like a live board game play.
Yeah.
Like either
Okay,
let's do live, and like I have my Twitch channel. We stream it live, and we get everyone.
Vic, I keep bugging these guys every week. I'm like, when are we gonna get on? I want to get on Twitch and start playing some games with these dudes.
Do it. I'm down.
They just want to talk about board games. I want to be about board games.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's Jared right there. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Play some board games. For all we know, we just talk about it. We don't even know how to play. We don't even know how to. We just study. We
all talk over here, man.
Yeah, exactly. Just all talk. We don't even know how to actually play.
I love these guys though, but they've made me so much better of a board game player. I mean, obviously they introduced me to so many new board games, but like I am the dumb one that's like, put something in front of me, I'll just play it. But these guys are like, it's just like this mechanism and it's just like this. And they like lose me with these words like Euro. I still don't even know what that means.
There you go.
But I love
wait
it.
for this first question then.
I don't know. We gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today what it is again. Because one of the questions, we'll have to skip that question. I think we gotta manifest it. We gotta do it. Let's set up a time where we can just live stream a board game.
Yes.
And just go full at it.
Dude,
I got the Twitch channel already set up and ready to go. I'm very excited. We can do TTS, we can do BGA, we can do whatever. We can run it, and I'm very excited. Everyone keeps telling all my buddies like, why don't you live stream board games? I'm like, yeah, why don't I live stream board games? But then I was like, I need people to live stream with.
Here we are.
I got 3 players right here. I got 3 players ready to go. So tune in for a future episode for that one for sure. But
can we talk about your Twitch channel real quick?
Sure.
I see you've been streaming some Marvel Rivals.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let's talk about it for a second. Who's your main?
Let's do it. Okay, so that's a loaded question because I've been jumping around. So if I'm playing quick play, if I'm playing comp, if I'm doing quick play, I'll jump around from maybe like Cloak and Dagger. I like to support. I'll be support. I'll do Cloak and Dagger. I'm not a big fan of DPS, so I don't like being Iron Man or Iron Fist. I don't like being front lines. I like either being backline. I don't like doing damage. I like either being front lines, Vanguard. So like my favorite Vanguard to be is right now I'm digging Captain America.
Yes.
So I love digging Captain America, but I also switch between him and Thor because I also like mean Thor. But I don't mind being back playing Cloak and Dagger. Like I could be a mean Cloak and Dagger. Like I get dirty.
Okay.
Comp. If I'm doing comp, I'm for sure Cloak and Dagger. Because nobody wants to be healers because everyone sucks because everyone wants you to take all the glory. I'm like, bro, you need healers. How are you gonna heal yourself?
Yeah.
So Cloak and Dagger is my main, and then I'll either switch between Thor or actually in comp I'll switch between Thor or Magneto.
Okay.
Because we need a shield. We need shields, so I need to be able to protect some of my peeps.
Excellent.
But DPS, I can't play DPS. It's too quick for me. It's way too quick for me.
Too much pressure. It's too much
pressure. Yeah, and then people get mad at you because you're like, oh, where's my help? I'm being attacked on the back line. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just running up walls and blasting things. I don't know what's going on. I need a slow pace a little bit. So yes, we've been streaming a lot. If anyone's interested, I'll leave a link below. We're called Los Sad Boys. It's 3 guys and me that we like to play games. We call ourselves the Sad Boys because every time we game, we just suck at everything, and everything bad just happens towards us. So we're just like, this is sad. And we have our I try to do every day at least an hour between 11:30 to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We call it our hour of sadness. It's just 1 hour of us just playing games, being sad, being super sad, and just failing everything. And you can see the clips. We played Phasmophobia, which is a scary like ghost game.
Oh yeah.
We've been playing that, and like we cannot get one right for the life of us ever. Like we've been playing that game so long and we still can't get one. We barely just got one a couple like days ago and we're like, yeah, but we ended up sucking. And so it's like, yeah, the sad boys are here to just make your life sad or make us sad or gaming. So yeah, that's a little bit of our Twitch channel. We've playing Marvel Rivals. I just love playing that game.
Before I don't want to derail our board game conversation because these guys are just sitting here staring into the void. But
like, oh my god,
have you played
drooling? Are we drooling a little bit?
Have you played Repo yet?
I have Repo. I need people to play with. I need people to play with.
You need to stream that because Repo is a great streaming game and great.
Do you repossess cars?
No. You go in as a group. Game. Have you ever seen like Terrence and Phillip from the South Park show?
Yeah.
With their big like flappy mouths.
Oh
yeah. So it's like that, but you're like going in to grab haunted items while these monsters like hunt you in this haunted house. Yeah. And so there's like positional audio. So like if I'm standing close to you, you can hear me very closely and we can like whisper back and forth. Mm-hmm. If you are very far away, you might hear me like running down the hall going,
yeah. You see him running by.
Yeah. And so, it's like just chaos and you're grabbing these artifacts that cause different chaos to happen. Like you grab a little ballerina and your character is just like constantly spinning in circles. It's madness and great.
Random stuff. Yeah, a lot of random stuff. It's a fun horror game. Great content. Like you see your friends freaking out and you're like, it's fun one, stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah. That's a bit of some video game talk. I mean, we are a video game podcast, but this is a board game episode right now.
That's right.
Clay and Jared like, look at these nerds talk. I don't
Thanks a lot, Travis.
I don't care about these nerds.
I mean, Clay he plays a good amount of Twitch or what is that thing?
Nintendo Switch.
Switch.
Not the Switch.
I mean, my family does. I'm more of a watcher.
There you go. I observe. I don't partake. Let's get to the episode. Why are we here, guys? Why are we even here? We just
Jared don't know.
Why are we? Yeah, what are we here?
Jared's literally like, why are we here? We developed 5 questions here that are this and that questions based off of board game mechanics, board game elements, board games. Not per se like Terraforming Mars or Castle Bergen, not this or that, but like deeper into more of the mechanic of games. That we probably play. I kind of almost wanted to do like scrap this and just talk about board game pet peeves of ours, which I think would have been pretty cool. But I think this is a bit more structured. We can do a pet peeves talk later some other time. But we got Kelly the Jelly here joining us here. I keep forgetting to mention her. She's always in our podcast episode, but she always helps us. She's my co-host here. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. It's my wife's, but she's like, put it on the podcast. I'm like, okay. But here we go. We got 5 questions here. First question here is very interesting. I'm curious to hear you guys here. But the question is, would you guys rather have dice mechanics in a game, a good dice mechanic game, or a good card mechanic game? You got to choose one of the other ones. Do you prefer to be dice rolling? Like prefer dice rolling, or do you want to play some cards and get some synergy playing with those? What do you guys think?
Game. I just love randomness of the die. The die of just... Like, I instantly go to... Oh, what are you shaking your head already, Trev? I knew it.
There we go.
Got thoughts.
We're starting.
He's already got thoughts.
I think you think you like dice, Jared, but I don't know that you really do.
What? Really?
Look at your favorite games.
Yeah, listen, let's talk about this for a second. Dune Imperium. Jared.
Where's the dice?
Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Where's the dice?
Shoot.
I don't see any dice.
Terraforming Mars.
Mars. Jared, you are an engineer. You're an engineer.
They're all cards. They're all cards.
You're cold. You are planning ahead. You're building decks.
You just blew his mind right now. Like,
I appreciate you. You're a party boy. You love rolling dice out of a mountain pyramid.
The mountain game.
Dice
Miner.
Dice Miner. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The troops love Dice Miner.
Also,
it's a crowd pleaser.
Dice Miner. Yeah. The troops love Dice Miner, but it's also cold and calculated, right? Like the dice ahead of time. You're not rolling dice for randomness unless you are toasting somebody or cheersing or whatever it's called.
Interesting.
But
you want to retract that?
Between rounds, you do roll you do a little Dice Miner and re-rolls. But let's say I like the dice, but you know what pays the bills? The cards play. The cards pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being good at card games. Okay, it's not the cards chose me. Okay,
it's my curse to bear. It's Being good at card games is just a curse. I wish I could like dice. Okay. So okay, we already got some thoughts on here on dice or cards mechanic. What do you think? So we going more? You guys going more towards cards, Travis? I feel like you're more towards cards or dice. Clay, what do you think? Me personally,
do we have to come to consensus as Operation Game Night, or
no, you guys
free to explore our individuality?
This is a free for all. You guys go at
Okay.
it. We go,
but also watch what you say, Clay, because you're representing OGN.
right.
Yeah, and this your words will be for perpetuity put on the internet. Just realize that your great grandbabies are going to listen to this.
They're going to see this episode.
I can't believe he chose cards over dice.
Grandpa's a liar. He's a liar. We got him, boys. We got him.
I like dice.
Dice.
Yes. Jared, you don't like dice. Stop cheering for that.
Oh my god! Hey, you can't put cards in a bag, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Can you do a grab bag with cards? Is that a thing? Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, you could try it.
It might not work.
Tiles in a bag, but
let me tell you about a game I played just last night that has one die, and it was so much fun. Winner's Circle by Reiner Knizia.
Yeah.
Got that puppy. It's older, out of print, I think, but essentially you have 7 horses and they each have a card, and it tells you how far they move for each face of the die. So on the die, there's like 3 horse heads, there's a horseshoe, there's a jockey helmet, and a saddle. And so you just pass the die around, you roll it, it lands on a face, and you decide which horse you want to move based on how far they would go based on that. And it was just a ton of fun, just trying to play the odds of the die and decide what horses to bet on. I mean, we had a blast. We played 3 rounds of it, and it was the simplest game, and all it had was one die. I think dice just create fun more. Mm-hmm. I like cards, but I also do not like reading cards. That stresses me out a lot of times. Also played Agricola last night. Got my hand of 14 cards. Pretty much ignored them because I was like, I don't want to have to read these cards and figure out what they do. Just set them down. I was done with them. So I think in general, I'm a dice guy.
Dice guy. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you think, Travis? What do you ponder?
I don't know. I might have to defer to my co-host and for them to tell me what I prefer, because I'm kind of split, honestly. I'm thinking about our top 5 games, do a top 5 episode very early on in our podcast career. And I think I'm split right down the middle between dice and cards.
Yeah.
To include one game that is both dice and cards, and 2 that are dice, 2 that are cards. So I don't know.
I need to ask Paul Solomon. He needs to get inside my head and talk to me and tell me what my thoughts and feelings are, because I feel like he knows the design and the feel of the game. Because I feel like the game will tell you whether you need cards or dice. I don't know. Yeah. You can't just force it. I don't know.
No,
that's true. Right?
Yeah, you can't just say it's this or that. Oh, is that what the point of this? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this or that. Yeah. This or that.
You can't. Well, shame on you, Vic, because you can't do that. That's not allowed. It's not allowed.
Just inceptioned us.
What are we doing here?
Holy crap!
That was Bo from Punchable Games that was talking about input randomness versus output randomness, right?
Yeah.
And I think what dice is rolling dice for some sort of outcome is an output randomness, whereas drawing a random card is an input randomness. Correct?
It sounds right.
It sounds right.
When you say it with
logic checks.
Sounds smart.
I think I guess I'm a dice guy then. Output randomness is what I prefer. I prefer reacting to something random versus me having to just have some nonsense thrown at me through cards, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. You're
a big Marvel Champions guy, you know?
I am a Marvel Champions guy.
That is the cardiest card game there ever was.
Super cards.
The cardiest card game.
Yeah.
You just need a
balance. I also love me some root dice-based combat.
Okay.
I love me some spots. I love me some can't stop.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's tough, man.
The point of it's to be tough. Take a side already.
I'm going dice. I'm going dice.
Right.
He's going dice. Going dice. Jeez.
Jared wants to go dice too, but we're not allowing it.
Yeah, he's going cards.
I mean, but here's the thing. I mean, the other big boy game that you didn't bring up was Odin. A huge part of what I love in Odin is rolling to try and either, go hunting or go pillaging. So it's like you're pushing your luck there, and it's a big boy game. And there is.
I forgot there was even dice in Odin.
Yes, it's a big part of it. Like, I swear, but you're rewarded if you don't get the role that you like. Like if you don't like what you get, if you go sailing, you get more resources to change the pip value later. So, what a great design. What a great question, though. I like that.
Yeah, he's putting us in the hot seat.
Yeah,
that was harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't. These next ones might be even harder. It's a little bit.
Oh damn it,
Vic. Are we going to get your take on this? Or
yeah. Of course. Yeah, of course. I want to get your guys' opinion so I can destroy you guys and say no.
Tell us why we're wrong.
No. Actually, I'm agreeing with you guys. Dice. Yeah. I love dice.
Okay.
Just the feel of having dice and roll. I'm a big D&D guy. I love playing D&D, so I love the different types of dice, rolling the dice, doing your checks. The randomness, like I said, the random output, and then how do you adjust to that? How do you shift or pivot from your dice roll? Makes you think a bit more. Cards are cool. It makes you think a lot, but it's like, all right, you're set with your cards. You can't do much, unless you have to draw a card, or if you play a bad turn, you can't play certain cards, or you're just stuck on a turn. But dice, it's like, all right, we don't know what could happen, If I roll a 7, it's going to activate the robber in Catan, or it couldn't.
There's always a chance,
There's always a
dice.
chance.
You feel like there's always a chance.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Yes.
So yes, I'm going with dice for sure.
All right.
Unanimous. Yes.
Wow, it's beautiful.
There we go. Perfect. So there you have it. Dice. We're going with dice. If you guys like card mechanics, let us know in the comments below. But you guys are probably wrong because dice are better. But I'd love to hear you guys' your input on that for sure. Let's go with the next question here. We go with what kind of games are we going? Now this is a type of game, this or that, and that is, you guys prefer area control games or engine building games?
Oh, we just.
Third host. Go ahead, Jared.
Third host just went off.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, well, episode 33, we just did engine builders, and ding, ding, ding. I'm just doing a plug for Operation Game Night on Games y Mas. I'm sold on engine builders. As an engineer, nothing pleases me more than getting in there, optimizing my inputs to maximize my outputs. Getting the extra little add-ons, you satisfy these conditions and boom, you just do something amazing. But I mean, area control is cool too,
There's a reason you guys didn't let me. Yeah. What do you need, Jared?
I was just to final it up.
Yeah.
Travis said something profound though last week.
Ooh.
It's not a mechanism though. It's like, engine building could be within everything, and area control. So it's not, what do you call that? Mutually.
It's not a mechanism. It's a style of game.
It could. So an area control could be engine building. So I think I love it purely engine building. I would love that more than a purely area control game. But you could have a lot of area control games that are engine builders. So there's my hot take. But sorry, Clayton. What was
anyway, guys? I really loved that episode, and I'm glad I wasn't on it because of the odd one out of my 2 engineer co-hosts, I do not get the same. Sure, it's nice when you make things more efficient. It's good, but I do not like that type of planning and eking and optimizing the way they do. And I do like a good area majority game where you're, competing. I just played Wrath of Fire Mountain, I think it's called. It's a Phil Walker Harding game. It's like Blood Rage, but for babies. But you can play it with adults. It's just so much faster. It's so much easier. And you're just like competing to get your either dinosaurs or cave people out on these different areas. And it's just so fun, like trying to adjust and pivot and adapt to what the other people are doing. It's more interactive than your engine building solidarity that you guys are doing over there. So I'm going area control.
Area control. Okay. I never heard of Breath of Fire Mountain. I just played Blood Rage though for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Also on BGA.
Is it?
Really?
Send the invite, bro. Send the invite.
Let's get it.
Yes. Okay. All right, Travis, go ahead. We've got.
So while I am an engineer, I say save.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Clay.
There's the
I say save the engine building for work. Save it for the workshop. Save it for the carport. I am also a area control guy.
Area control.
I have a lot of fond memories of playing area control games to include Wonderland's War, one of my favorites. Root, one of my favorites.
Yep, there it is.
During COVID, we had a perpetual game of Family Risk going on the app where everyone would log on the same time. Like anybody can enjoy an area control game. Not everybody can understand a engine builder or get it where it clicks and like the light bulb turns on and you are building an efficient engine. So while I do play a lot of both games, I think I'm going area control.
Area control. Okay, interesting. Oh man. Okay, look, I'm gonna throw out some games for you guys that I enjoy playing, and you guys let me know if I'm area control or engine building because I love both. I love both, but I'm torn because I'll throw some games out. Okay, so Scythe, love that game.
Okay,
love Scythe. What else?
A little bit of both.
Twilight Imperium. Twilight Imperium.
Oh. Okay.
Love me some Twilight Imperium. I don't think Nemesis is fun, but that's something else. Okay. What else do I like that's within that realm? Blood Rage I enjoy it as well. More
area control
for sure. So I love Blood Rage. I'm a big fan of Risk. Love Risk too. So
area control.
There's a tiny aspect of engine building though. If you get
here
control of a whole continent, then you're building your engine to produce more troops. Just my plug for the engine builder, the sole engine builder here. So sorry.
I would also say that Scythe is way more an engine builder to me than area control.
Area control. I agree. I agree. Yeah. The main emphasis of that game is to get most efficient engine built with a little bit of some area control for sure.
Yeah.
Now that I'm naming these games, I think I am going more towards area control. I do enjoy some area control. I think I like the aspect of like having your arcs. I loved arcs. Arcs was fun. Big area control game. You gotta. Like, it's just so satisfying having like to move like your big armies to like other spots and be like, I'm attacking you with this, and you're like, what? You're like, what are you gonna do?
Beat them.
Yeah. Boom. What you gonna do?
Take all the red die. Don't even care.
Yeah.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, hot take. Can I get the consensus of the group? What about Catan? Is that an engine builder or is that area control?
Engine builder.
More than area control, though. I mean, you're putting down cities, settlements. You're cutting people off.
Like we said up front, right? Like engine building is a style of game or a type of game, but the area control is the mechanic.
I need Paul Solomon again. Can we call him in? Can we?
I think I'm gonna go with. What do we say? You said Travis was
I think it's engine. I feel like you're building your engine.
I don't think those two are exclusive to one another.
They aren't.
Like you can be building
what
an
is
engine
more?
while.
What's more?
I don't think.
I guess it's just how you play. How do you individually play?
Yeah,
you could treat it more as one thing or the other.
Yeah,
maybe.
When area control, I think it's like quicker things. You're placing units, you're getting down, you're getting placing with mechanics. Catan is a bit of a slow game because like you're not quickly placing cities, you're not quickly because you get now you got to build resources, now you got to build this, move on to the next spot. I think area control is you can take and then get taken. You can control an area, but it can get taken away from you. I think in Catan, you can take an area, but it can't be taken away from you because now you're locked in. You can't have adjacents. You can't. So like now you're locked in that. So you're.
Okay.
I guess a mini area you could kind of control it a little bit, but I think it's. I don't know. Actually, I'm torn about that one now because now I'm more thinking
Clay,
Catan.
give me your hot take. He's primed.
Oh,
He's like, Catan sucks anyway.
Yeah, it's painful for me because
I just brought it up because it's the most like universal. It's the most accessible. People. That's an entry. I mean, go back to episode. What episode did we go? Like, what did we call those games? Our gateway games.
Gateway games.
Gateway games. Yeah.
I'd go engine builder.
Engine builder. I think
active or passive.
Huh?
Active or passive.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we talked about it last week on the podcast, but active is where you're exchanging resources that you have in order to build a more efficient engine. Passive is where it just grows over time.
Oh, it's active.
It's an active. Yeah. I think it's an active for sure. Yeah, you have to. You can't just let it sit. You got to every turn.
Don't quiz me. Don't quiz me on the podcast.
This or that.
This or that.
I listen to most of it.
Okay, so we're going. Oh, good.
I was just going to do a quick update. AI is saying engine builder, kind of, area control, not really in the traditional sense. So I think Vic, you're right. You're right. So
this man asked ChatGPT to help us out with the Catan.
This guy doesn't take a pee without ChatGPT.
I was like,
he hasn't had an original thought since 2004.
No. Should I pee now or should I take a drink of water first?
Let's ask Rock.
Right. Rock. Let me see what's up. Hey Gemini, what's going on with my life? No.
Okay, so history.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, so 3 of us are going area control. Jared's going with engine building here. Again, not bad. No, there's some great engine builder games. It just, I'm with you with Clay, where it's like I don't want to think too much on how to maximize my. I just want to control things. I want to brute force. I just come in here and punch everything, and I take over your lands, and you can't take over, but in a smart way. So yeah, I think area control is a good one. Engine buildings are great. Again, let us know in the comments. What do you guys think? What are you, team engine building or team area control? Here we go. Which another one that came to mind, which is a bonus question that popped into my mind as we're talking, is abstract games or worker placement games.
Worker placement. I don't even need a second to think about that. Yeah, I love worker placement. We did an episode a while back with Tara from Tara's Bad Luck Club about our favorite game mechanisms, and worker placement is one of my favorites. It makes so much sense when you put your worker on the spot that gets you 2 sheep, and then you get to take 2 sheep. It feels good to do it. I like it. Yeah. I like the jockeying with other players for the different spots on the board. Abstract games, they're fine, but they're usually boring to me. No theme.
What would be my favorite abstract game, Clayton?
I don't even know if you've ever played one. I think Santorini you played once is an abstract game.
Yeah.
Chess, checkers.
Yeah, chess, checkers.
What about that art game? The art game where you're like slipping little arts into them.
Canvas.
Voting on them.
Canvas.
That's like an auction game, I guess.
I wouldn't call that abstract.
Okay.
Yeah, we did an episode a couple months back with Joe from Friendly Bee Gaming, and we were talking about abstract games. So like, what is an abstract game? Like, what defines an abstract game? And I think it's a game that bends the rules of gaming. Of like, it's not like your traditional do this on your chess. It's like you have to think about it a little bit more. Chess, chess is one of the biggest abstract games you can play because it's easy to learn, but it's hard to master. And you have so many pieces, so many different ways, variations, different. There's no set traditional. You do this and this and this and this. You have to think and you have to deviate. I think a good one is Azul. Azul's an abstract game.
Oh yeah,
big abstract game.
I didn't like that one. So.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Worker placement. Go worker placement. Harmonies. I think Harmonies is
that's definitely a little abstract.
Yeah. And I enjoyed Harmonies a lot.
I think all games are abstracted in some form or fashion.
In some form, yeah.
It's just how deep does the abstraction go to where you can barely tell what you are doing as the theme of the game. So
I agree. Yeah. I'll go more towards abstract though. I do like the different thinking-esque kind of way. And I'm a big chess guy. I love playing chess. That's one of my favorite board games to play if I don't want to dive deep into like other worlds of board gaming. I can just pull out some chess and play. I'll play for sure. Shout out to you, Mark Bates, from our last episode. He created this crazy game called Sovereign Chess. Wild way. I think it's going to revolutionize chess. How you play chess, different ways of playing chess.
Interesting.
It's really fun.
Vic, I have another game for your notebook.
Okay.
Have you ever played Onitama? Onitama.
I've seen the box, but I've never gotten to try it.
So I talked about that last week on episode 33, and it's basically abstract chess where you are passing cards back and forth that limit the moves that your people can make, and it's 5v5 chess. Super simplified, super easy to learn.
Oh, I've played it. Yes, yeah, you have. It's like a Japanese or Chinese Yes, I've played that one, and it was very interesting. Like the goal is to get you have to get your other piece to the other side, right, or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You either take their master pawn, or you take your master pawn and move it to their master pawn spot. Yeah, it's great.
I played that a long time ago, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was very abstracty, super abstracty for sure. But I enjoyed it. I like that. Okay, so am I the only one that's going to camp abstract? Travis, what do you think? You going engine building? You going abstract?
Abstract
or
worker placement.
Yeah. Worker placement.
I do have a fair amount of worker placement games, but I think that I might enjoy abstract a little more than worker placement.
Come on over.
I love me some Everdell. I love me some Dune Imperium. I love me some worker placement, but I think the vast majority of my games are abstract, more abstract than not.
Okay. Interesting. So 2 for abstract and 2 for worker placement. Okay, not bad. I mean, both are valid, great games. I mean, they're all great. All these topics are all great anyway. We enjoy all the games, but yeah, we got to choose a camp. We're going to go to this camp for sure. But that was a bonus question. We can get on back to our regular schedule programming here. Number 3 here, guys, is do we prefer a tile placement board or a classic board? Do we like a game where we build the map ourselves, building it with tiles, or do we want to just straight up unfold it and place it down? What do you guys think? Like the traditional classic board, like Nemesis, how the map just opens up, folded, or you get the mat, or
I was thinking, I like building Ahoy. Have you ever played Ahoy?
That's true.
I love Ahoy. As you're discovering, you're going out. It's a pirate themed game, and it's asymmetrical. So there's different characters, and there's 2 main pirates that are fighting each other. But then you have merchants that are just trying to deliver goods, and they're on boats. They're trying to go to different islands. And as you're expanding out from the board, you're just placing these 2x2 shaped tiles, and that's how you're building the playing field. And so it's just really cool how every time it's new, it's different every single time that you play, and it's randomized which tiles coming out. I really like that one. And then another pirate themed one, Dead Reckoning. That one's not as abstract, where it's just it can expand out any direction. It's very much 3x4. But again, as you're discovering new islands, you flip over a new island, you're building the board as you go.
Okay.
I think that's fun. I don't know if I like it more than a standard set of boom, there it is.
Yeah, that's your map or your board. Yeah. Okay.
I think I like it more. I can say, and I just played. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. As Jared was talking about Ahoy, I'm like, I just played a game where you're discovering the map as you go. And it was Expeditions the other night.
Yeah.
You start on a base camp, and then you as you move out, you flip over new tiles that give you new actions. And I like that. I think I like the variability and the randomness that you can't really know what's out there, and you have to adjust to it. Because you play some of these games with a fixed map, and you kind of know what's happening on the board. Right. It really rewards people that really know the game really well and can do that. And maybe even Lost Ruins of Arnak, Jared.
I was going to let you finish.
Yeah,
I was about to go off on Arnak.
On Arnak, here we go. There we go. The Arnak ambassador.
Except for you can. I've got Arnak down to. I know which tiles there are, and it comes to a point where so many have been visible, or different cards have made the tiles visible, where you're all right, I know that there's a 25% chance the next tile that comes out I'm going to get a ruby or I'm going to get this. And like, maybe I don't go there because that's not a good enough percentage to get the ruby. I'll just go for the sure bet ruby over here. I know it's crazy and stupid, but like
This
sometimes I make those decisions. And especially on the very, very top row, if you're playing with a high player count, like there's cards that let you visible, like show the top row, get the resources, put it back on the bottom row, like put it on the bottom. So you might already know what the tiles are. They've been revealed already. So you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to go there because I know what that tile is. Yeah. But at the very beginning, it's all random. It's all, you have no clue. You're taking a risk. Yeah. You're going out on a limb. But Arnak, chef's kiss.
My rebuttal for Arnak though is the board though. That's the only
true.
randomness. The only randomness is just the temples and the creatures and things. But the map itself, it's.
But that's the important stuff though. Like, what's the board? It's just a place to reveal the locations, right?
That's true.
Yeah. But then I'll throw out this. Then I go more entire place. Betrayal. House on the Hill. You're building.
Yes.
You're building that. You're building.
You're talking my language.
My all-time favorite board game of all time is Betrayal. Immerses you. It got strategy. It's got everything. But you're building. The map's always different every single time you play because you're building the tile placement and stuff like that. It's not a set. Boom. Here it is. Here's the map. So
I think that's a more pure form of what you're talking about. But I do think there is a case for Arnak to be thrown in the mix.
Okay.
Vic, have you ever played Ahoy?
I haven't played Ahoy. I need to. I just wrote it down because.
It's from the Root team, the Root and Arcs, and
really,
it's from Leader Games.
It's
what
good.
I'm trying to say.
It's got cards. It's got cards and dice. So
both. Oh, set. We're done. Yeah. Is it a BGA?
No, I wish.
We got TTS on, huh?
Also, do yourself a favor and check out Beacon Patrol if you like revealing tiles.
Okay.
It is a game where you are sailing your ship around this archipelago of islands. Okay. That and Clay, what was that one that we played? Land versus Sea, the 2-player where you're trying to complete those hexagon maps.
Yeah, I've seen
that one's cool. That one's cool.
I'm not getting the vibe that anybody here is leaning team static map.
No,
or static board.
Nope.
I'm going towards team.
Okay, but have you ever seen Camel Up? I mean, that board is hot. I mean, it's got the pop up. Have you seen the pop up? That thing is good.
Yep. Everdell's got that good pop up too. That tree, that big old tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure. So, Clay, you going towards more traditional, static, plain? You going also tile-ish?
Yeah, I think in any circumstance, if it incorporates something like that, like an exploration and discovering the board, I think it's more fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Like, I mean, even like Nemesis, we could look at Nemesis. The ship's the same, but the rooms are different every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that same argument with Arnak. It's the same thing. Arnak, you got that same thing, but it'll be different. Yeah. It's static. So I guess that could be broken down. What we mean is, maybe the board map itself will be same static, but the tile placement of each room or different, it'll be different. I think we all lean more towards that camp rather than Monopoly, where it's just the main thing. That's the same thing, or you just go around, or I don't know what else has like a pretty static. Risk, I guess, maybe has like a same static-y kind of. I mean, we love it, but it's still the same static version. Even like Machi Cordo, it's like just cards, just straight up. That's the map ish, But okay. So we're going more team tile placement, map world building than static set in stone kind of thing, which is fine. Okay. All right, here we go. This is I want to hear. This might get spicy, but I'm very curious to hear you guys on this one. Question number 4 is: do we prefer cooperative games or competitive games? Do you like a game where we work together to go against the board, or do you want to duke it out with each other and be the number 1 top board gamer of the game night? What are we thinking here? I want to see some.
Clay, I'm interested to hear your take.
Oh, I'm not sure why, but I'm team competitive, and not because I'm a competitive person that wants to win. It's because co-ops can just fall apart too easily for me. I feels like, between the issues with, players that are quarterbacking the situation, telling everybody else what to do. And you can just kind of feel left out of the game a little more.
For sure.
Which can be good depending on the group. But for me, I feel like most of the time I just enjoy a competitive game where everybody can do their own thing and not have to the freaking trying to like it's fun sometimes, but the constant like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't know. What should I do here? Well, if I go there, you got here. Like it just gets old to me after a while. And I'm like,
for sure.
Let's just play the game. I hate when things go on too long. And co-op games tend to lean into that with the constant trying to help each other out and figure out the optimal way to do things. So
this is a guy who plays Marvel United with his kids all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That is true. I like playing that with them because they're the target audience, being able to help them make decisions is appropriate for an 8 and 6 year old, but I don't want to have to collaborate on decisions with a bunch of adults every time we decide to make a move.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just think there's not enough co-op games. There's not as many co-op games as there is competitive ones. And like, I guess maybe I don't know that for a true statement, but there's not as many good ones that I can think of. Like, honestly, I love Wingspan is freaking awesome. Or not Wingspan. When you're trying to land the jet.
Sky Team.
Sky Team. Why did I say Wingspan? Sky Team is freaking awesome. Like my heart races almost as much as Dune Imperium, but like if you ever do the timed versions of that, they are intense in your decision making and also the shame based afterwards. When I was playing with Tanner, he's going through pilot training, so obviously he takes it a little more seriously than I do. But like he loves that game, and then I also enjoy playing with him. And like if we win together, it makes the gaming experience that much better. But that's like the only co-op game that I'm like super thrilled about. Where I'm super thrilled about a whole bunch of other competitive games. So
yeah. I think Sky Team gets away with it because it doesn't have my biggest complaint where you're actually not allowed to talk to each other, which is great. Exactly. I don't want to talk to people during game night. All right. I just want to, heads down, stick to your thing.
Get in the zone. Yeah. We got time for chatter. We got points to win here. We don't got time for this.
I've had such thematic game experiences with co-op. You have like your zombicides where like the zombie horde is crushing in on you and you have to make tough decisions as a group on how to survive. You've got things like Siege of Rundar, which is
that's coming
sadly going to Clay. But the last time I played that, Clay and I were playing together, and it's a cooperative game where you're trying to dig out the tunnel to let your little goblin people escape while orcs are crawling over the walls. It came down to like literally the last card flip before we lost, right? Like such thematic experiences come out of these cool thematic cooperative games. We've played games of Marvel United where it comes down to the last card flip, right? Like moments like that cannot be beat in a cooperative setting. One of my favorite games, Marvel United. I wish I could play that more cooperatively. I treat it largely as a solo game, but when you play it cooperatively and you're playing off of one another strategically, such like amazing moments come out of that. Right. But it's, it's hard to compare cooperative and competitive when there's such an overwhelmingly large amount of competitive games that create just as thematic moments and just as like hard hitting, impacting, like you lay down that one card and you beat everybody else at the table. Nobody expected it. Like those surprise moments are probably, they far outweigh those competitive moments.
I agree.
And like the impact of those moments just feels so much greater than those cooperative moments.
Travis, you got me waffling now because there is such a thrill to like that euphoria of a group that has conquered something together. And like similarly, like being able to commiserate when you just barely lost and like, everybody went through the same thing. I mean, those experiences are top tier. I just think it's too fragile. There's too many times rare. When it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. I mean, I always say I love competitive, and then because I love being competitive and challenging others and fighting. But I try not to say this, but deep down, I always get a little too emotional when it's like competitive and like they steal me. I'm just like, I get mad. I'm just like, I'm like, frick, man, like this guy just stole my spot, man. Like, I'm a piece of trash. Like, I get so mad, and then it ruins my train of thought. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna come back. And then somebody else does something else and ruins my whole synergy. And I'm just like, dude, I hate this game so much, but I love that I'm playing it. But the fact that I'm sucking right now and I'm like in last place and everyone's like popping off, it pisses me off. But so I get a little too emotional with those, but I love playing them. I love competing. Obviously, if you're winning, you're like, oh, I love this game. This game's amazing. I'm the best. No one can beat me. But I think I agree with you, Travis, what you said about when it comes to cooperative. I think for me, nothing beats that feeling of just like, you guys worked so hard. It came down to the wire, and you finish it off. Zombie side, it came down to the wire, but we were able to beat it. Or if you lose, you're like, okay, we lost, but how do we lose? Okay, what's our next strategy maybe for the next time? What should we do differently? What should we do this? We all work together. Now, again, Clay, with saying yes, it could easily fall into like the whole quarterback situation where it's like, no, you do this and let's do this, let's do that. I think the beauty of zombie side is you might have a quarterback where it's like, all right, hey, go check out that room, go check that out. But then it's gonna fall onto them with their dice rolls. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do with your dice rolls? What do you do with your actions? Okay. You did this. Okay. Oh crap. I forgot to do, or I didn't roll this high. Okay. Let's reevaluate what we got to do now. Cause now do we do this? So you can quarterback a little bit, but ultimately it's their turn to, get the result, not like, let me roll these dice for you. Let me just figure this out for you. Going back to the top, my all top, betrayal, House on the Hill. It's, semi-cooperative, where we're all working together, figuring out what's going on. But then when the trader's revealed now, it's like 1v, menu, so I lean more towards the cooperative side. I know they're very rare, dime a dozen type of cooperative games. I mean, what you got, Clay? What you got here?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how long you have scheduled for this episode, and we're probably talking more than you anticipated.
No, but I expected all of it. Let's go.
One more. Another arrow to throw at co-ops that I don't. Because you guys got me kind of you guys got me kind of excited about co-ops, honestly.
Okay.
I flow with the wind. I get excited about things, but I remembered one thing that I didn't mention that I don't like about co-ops is a lot of times there's a lot of upkeep with co-ops where you have to manage zombies, you have to manage the villain, you have to do all these things in between every turn that if you're playing other players against them, they're doing those things, but you're all playing against the game and usually I'm the one that knows the rules, so I have to be managing all the extracurriculars that are happening. So that is another reason why co-ops, I usually don't get them to the table that much.
For sure. No, I agree. I think it's also with the crew that you play with, like I think my take on cooperative is I think a cooperative game is best played with hardcore board gamers. Any newbies or any people that are into gateway games, I don't think it's a great way because then they're just gonna be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. But if you have your set crew group that's like, all right, we know the rules, we know what to do, let's all work together. Then you don't have to worry about the rules as much upkeep. Maybe you have to remind them a little bit about some things, but everyone knows what the role is, and let's play it. A perfect example was when me and my cousins played Pandemic. We played it on the hardest difficulty. Put in all those epidemic or pandemic cards in there, everything, and we all came together. Where we literally every turn took us 25 minutes just to talk to what we're gonna do. Because my cousins, I know. Clay's like, oh, jeez. But all my half my cousins are engineers, so we're all just literally just
optimize it.
Optimize every turn. What do we do here? What do we do this? And literally came down to the last fight where we knew the last card to draw was the pandemic, an epidemic card, crazy card. But we're just okay, we know this is the last card. What do we do? And we survived, and we beat on the hard difficulty. Again, took us 3 hours, but I enjoy that moment because it's but that's a crew that's everyone knew their role, everyone knew what to do. we weren't like, how do you play this game? How do you do this role again? So it's like, I think cooperative games are, meant for hardcore gamers that, know what to do, know what a Euro is and Ameritrash game, or how to play, different types of synergies like that. Sorry, Jay, no, Jared, but
Yeah, it's all good.
But you're a hardcore gamer, man. You know all the games. You know how to play it. So it's like, if I were to explain the rules to you, you'd be able to run with it and continue on, stuff like that. Same with you guys. But all that to say, I think I'm more team cooperative. I like those moments. I like those moments of gratification that we beat it, or those moments of like we sucked, we failed, but how do we fix it? I guess that's why I like, back to video games. That's why I like the Elden Ring games, the From Software games. They're hard as hell, but I love the grind. I love figuring out how to. But then the satisfaction after you beat that boss, whatever, it's like, I am him. I'm the one who can like finish it up. So it's like when you beat a board game, and like it's known for it to being hard, and you beat it and you played it correctly, because sometimes you're like, I think we missed a step, but you played it correctly. I think that satisfaction outweighs more than competitive for me, for sure.
Yeah.
But that was my TED talk on co-op, on co-op games. So final verdict. So Travis, we're going more towards cooperative games, or?
I think I'm going competitive. I love me some cooperative games, but I think there's just too many great competitive experiences out there to outweigh the cooperative.
Okay. And in Clay, we're going competitive as well.
Yeah, I waffled a little bit with you guys. You guys got me kind of excited on the co-ops, but I'm sticking to competitive.
Competitive, okay.
Competitive,
Jared, competitive, all right. Okay, so we're rounding it off here with our last question here, which we might need to explain a little bit more to Jared what this question is, but we got Clay and Travis here to explain it. But do you guys prefer Euro games or Ameritrash games?
Travis, I'll let you
explain.
Euro is like Feast for Odin, right? Worker place, gather resource type stuff.
Yeah.
Like
largely a active engine builder where you are gathering resources through either input randomness or output randomness. Then you are taking those resources and exchanging them for upgrades that then make your engine more efficient later on. You are exchanging resources for something that gets you an advantage either in the score track or later on in the game.
Why did Europeans only get to do that? Why can't I get to do that as an American?
Because we're trash, man.
We are trash.
Yeah.
Well, it's American trash then.
Yeah, American Trash is more like thematic, more story-based games, more
dice rolling.
Combat, aggression, let's play, Ameritrash. A lot of thematic, theming, story, world building, maybe, character progressions, a little bit less of. I feel like less mechanics. More
Tapestry is very Euro then, right?
Oh yes, yes.
I like Tapestry.
Really, this is like theme versus mechanics.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah. Yep. So where do you guys go? What team we're going off here to finish off the questions here?
Clay, hit me. Do it.
I'm definitely going with Ameritrash. It sucks because I don't play Ameritrash pure games that often. Like I'm thinking of, Ankh, and that's not even that Ameritrash. That's kind of more of like a chess-like game, but you got big minis, so it makes you feel like it's more Ameritrashy. But I don't know.
Callisto 22,000? 2200?
Yeah.
Ameritrash? Oh yeah, I like that one.
Trash just sounds so derogatory. I
know, right?
I'm not the biggest pure Euro fan. It feels like work.
It does. And I think it's meant to be like that, right? Like, the Europeans appreciate a good, efficient system where they're like, I am exchanging resources for this advantage. Like, everything is transactional in a Euro. Whereas Ameritrash, you're like, I'm going to get my hands dirty. I'm going to get my troops in this little region and I'm going to battle it out. Like, you're risking things. You're like, advancing through, the cut of your jib versus exchanging these resources over a long period of time, right? There's a reason Euros are largely brown and green themed, because it's all about like farming and building your homestead or building your industrial engine around the crop yields, right? Whereas Ameritrash can be anything you want. I'm talking about like you're unmatched, right? You're unmatched. You're having Dracula fight the raptors from Jurassic Park. You're having the Frankenstein battle Doctor Strange or whatever it is, right? You have these exchanges where you're risking and you're moving and you're outmaneuvering. I'm a big theme guy. I love me some Western Legends. I love me some Wonderland's War. I love
Wonderland's War, American Trash.
Yeah, that is.
I would say so.
That is United States trash right there, man.
That's super trash right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think all of my top 5 are quote unquote Ameritrash games. I find that if somebody says like we're going to sit down and we're going to play a Euro game, my brain is like already turned off. Listen, I can appreciate Euro games and I appreciate building engines over a long period of time like that. But when somebody says Euro game, I'm like instantly just thinking I'm going to collect this wheat and I'm going to exchange it for this brick. And I'm like, and I don't mean strictly Catan. I just mean like, that's the exchanges I'm making in my mind. So I'm going Ameritrash and theme and
big moments,
hard hitting, impacting moments. Yes.
Mr. Wreck-It Ralph, I'm a wreck-it,
That's right. I'm going to wreck it.
I'm going to wreck it. Yeah, it's going to go hard on the paint right there for sure. No, yeah, okay. So we're going Ameritrash with Travis. Clay, what do you think? Same thing?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm there all the way. I don't mind Euro games. I played Agricola last night. I can get down with them. I just don't do well, and I don't find joy in like trying to be really good at it. So I usually just play and do what I heard Jared throw slander at me in the last episode that I do the cool thing. So I'm like, oh man, I know I already have enough sheep, but there's like 3 sheep over there. I need more sheep. Like instead of worrying about building out the rest of my farm,
I am Euro. Then I am Euro trash. Then I guess you could say
Euro trash.
Yeah, because I kicked these 2 dudes' ass on Agricola the other day. Not to bring up BGA or anything, but
cough.
I just had my little piggies. I had my sheeps. I fed all my farmers. They were very well fed. I went fishing and we had all the wheat and I had my farms full of pumpkins. It was perfect.
I was like, I hate Agricola. I hate this game.
Travis was in the negatives. So
it took me till about 4 days into it where I was like, wait, we have to feed these people? What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm paying every time.
I know. It was tough, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Mine, I'm going to side with Travis and Clay. I love Ameritrash. I love theming. I love big. I love go. I love just, we'll figure it out when we get there. We just do it, not let's plan it out so we can have 3 moves ahead, Not to say that, Euros aren't bad. I love playing Euros, but I'm with you, Travis. Like, I have to be in the mood to play a Euro. Like, I have to be like, what? I guess I could play Euro. One of the sad boys, Raul, loves Euros. He loves playing Euros. Nucleum is his favorite game ever. He loves playing Nucleum. But I played that with him, and I'm like, bro, this game stresses me out, bro. Like, this game, I can't do anything in this game. He's like, oh, no, this game's so perfect. And I was like, it's all right, overrated maybe, But yeah, sorry, Roll, if you ever listen to this, Euros. He's a big Euro guy. He loves Euro, and he's an engineer too, so that's why he loves Euros.
Make the connection.
There I have a deep appreciation for people that play like 18xx games where they're like building their technology and their resources and their literacy, and they're building this civilization from scratch, right? Or I could sit down and play Civ 7 and have it all the computer can do that all for me, and I don't have to spend 10 hours playing a board game, right? There's this disparity between the way that I can enjoy those systems and the way that I have to enjoy those systems in a board game format. So
I will say, though, Civolution is a great game. I enjoyed Civolution.
I won't go near that with a 10-foot pole.
Really?
I took like one look at like a playthrough of that game, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is too much. So they've gone too far. I can't do it."
That's surprising because it literally like it gives me Castles of Burgundy vibes so much.
Well, same designer, right?
Yeah, so it's like, oh man, I thought you would enjoy that game. I
thought I would too. I was excited when I saw Civolution by Stefan Feld, and then I like YouTubed it how to play, and I see the videos 90 minutes. I was like, yeah,
never mind.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
It did take me like 2 days to play that game with Raul, because I was like, we were playing it and I'm like, hey, it's like midnight. Can we like just pause it and like come back to it next time? Because I'm getting tired. And he's like, yeah, we can pause it. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So it took us 2 days to finish that game. It is a beefy game, but I enjoyed it. It gave me Castle of Burgundy vibes. So I was like, oh, I dig it with the dice rolling and strategy, but still doesn't get me over to the Euro side. Ameritrash all the time. Ameritrash. I mean, I love thematic. I mean, again,
trash boys.
Yeah, we the trash gamers.
Yeah,
I still love you.
It's all right. Jared's like, it just means I'm smarter than you guys when it comes to thinking board games.
That's also true.
I'm more calculative. I'm thinking ahead. No, for sure. So we got 3 for Ameritrash and 1 for Euro, guys. Again, in the comments, let us know what team you guys are on. I'd love to hear you guys' comments and start some debates in the comment section. Again, let's keep it civil for sure. But yeah, with that, all that being said, though, we finished off our questions. We had 5 questions and a bonus. Great answers, guys. It was great topics, great discussion, hearing you guys' thoughts on which side this or that of board gaming. I'll come up with some more questions that we can do another take again, because when it comes to board games, there's so much we can dive deep into. You guys are doing a great job on your podcast, already diving deep into that. So I want to get in on this pond too with you guys and talk more of what this or that. Maybe we can even do some pet peeves,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree the pet peeve one is when people take too long on their turns. Like let's wrap that up, man. Let's keep going.
Vic. You need to stop taking damn long on your DGAs.
I was hoping you would have called me out. You called me out.
He's gotten better. Okay.
I've gotten better now. I'm committed now. I had to test the waters. I had to see what it is, if I liked it. But now it's like I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Jared. Now let's go. Right. I will take down the Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Hey, we can talk. How about we talk more pet peeves when we go live stream?
Yeah.
Let's do it. There it is.
I like that.
Yes.
And Travis is moving on this side of the pond soon, so the time zones are going to work out better soon.
Yep, Yeah, we're talking offline about that. Yeah, so there we go. It'll be much better. We can get stuff rolling. Eventually in the future, we can even do a live board game. We can all meet up somewhere and do like a live.
Get out of here.
I'm already thinking about it.
Let's do it.
I've heard a group of friends where they pick a state and they all meet up in that state. And
okay.
Why don't we do that for board gaming? Let's do that for board gaming. There you go. Just pick up a random state and rent out a house, Airbnb, and just live.
Vic, have you heard of the Gamer Ranch?
Gamer Ranch?
Gamer Ranch. There's a Gamer Ranch.
Yes. A lot of the content
we should do a big get together with all sorts of creators that are all contributing to one another.
I'm there.
And get together and play some games.
No, I love that idea. I think that's a brilliant idea. Why does Gamer Ranch get to have all the glory? We can create our own Gamer Ranch.
That's right.
Create our own thing. So let's make it happen. We got games too. We got games we love to play. But as we're ending this podcast, I'll say, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us on this podcast. You guys are awesome. I love just chatting with you guys and having fun. Board game talks, video game talks. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on here. I always want to have you guys on there. I want to join your guys' pod one of these days. I want to talk with you guys. Whenever you guys have me, you let me know and I'll set it up. I'll be there with you guys for sure.
Beautiful.
But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for listening and for watching. For those of you that stuck around for this far, thank you again for listening. Let us know your thoughts on these questions. You want to add any more questions? Let us know. You can find us on all socials. We're on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can watch, listen wherever you can. Give us a follow on Instagram and give these guys a follow. Give Operation Game Night a follow. You guys can find them on YouTube, on Instagram. I don't think you guys are on TikTok. Are you guys on TikTok? I always ask this question.
We probably have an account, but
something there. But YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you can find them all on there. Give them a follow. Let them know I sent you there. Say, hey, Vic sent me over here to check you guys out. Let them know that how much you guys love them. Give them a follow, guys. They are awesome. You won't be sorry. They have great content. They got awesome take on certain games that makes you think. I mean, it made me think on some of your guys' episodes. It was awesome hearing you guys talk. I gotta catch up. I will catch up. But yeah, give them a follow. Give us a follow, guys. And thank you guys so much for listening. Y nos vemos. Para la próxima.